Everybody, it's Jeff, and we're about 2 minutes out from launching our show for today. Just like on webinars, I like to come on a couple minutes early and make sure everything is in order. And that allows me to do a couple of things. Those of you that are going to be doing this, it allows me to get the scope live on my computer, so I see it behind me or behind the iPhone on which I'm doing this, because Periscope's only on iPhone and iPad right now. That way I get to see your questions and comments, because it's kind of tough to see, Cindy and Terry, when it's right in that little, and Larry, when it's right in that little screen. So we are 2 minutes out to talking about the care and feeding of your list community. That does not mean that your list community's animals. It's just the proper way to take care of them. See you, son.
Bye, Dad. Love you.
Love you too. Oldest son John's going on a trip. He's just leaving. Had to come back by. Because it's not a trip unless you forget something, right? If you agree that it's not a trip unless you forget something, hit that little button down in the right-hand corner of your screen and give us some hearts. There you go. Hey, Tim. How you doing, sir? We're a minute to launch in here. It's not a trip unless you forget something. Sometimes I leave something behind on purpose just to take care of that rule. Welcome, everyone, to a Results Now Cafe for Thursday. Now, here's your quote to get us started. Take great care of your list community, and they'll take great care of you. Even before I came up with that saying, I lived that for the moment I started my list community. And I'm telling you, hey, Margaret, I'm telling you, that works. We're going to break that down. Welcome to all the brand new folks that are here with us, and our regulars, and everybody that's checking us out on the replay. Now, here's how we do things on Scope. On your phone, on the bottom left-hand side, it might even be underneath everything for you at the bottom. There will be a little place where you can make comments, ask questions, say hi, etc. And on the right-hand corner of your screen, I think that one is the fun one. You press on that. Try it out now. Press on that right-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner, and that creates the hearts. And when you put hashtag Halloween in your title, it also creates bats. So bang on that a little bit for me. Bottom right-hand corner, bang on that so you can see the hearts and you can see the bats fly out. Way to go, guys. Awesome. All right, so for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jeff Herring, and I help entrepreneurs, online entrepreneurs just like you, unleash your content and cash in on your content. Make more sales as a result of your content. I am the co-creator of the content, or the Custom Content Wizard, along with Jim Edwards. You can check that out at customcontentwizardspecial.com, customcontentwizardspecial.com. Margaret Needs List Help. Well, you're in the right place. Every Thursday, we talk about list building. Today, we're talking about the care and feeding of your list. Now, our whole show today is sponsored by Results Now webinars, of which there is one today. Probably my most important webinar of the whole entire year, because I'm going to walk you through 21-step checklist for massive online success. And I do believe you're going to love it. It's at 4 o'clock today. What time? 4 o'clock today. Where do you go to sign up? Well, I'll show you. Whoops, not this one, but this one. Here's where you go. Just go to jeffherring.com. Make it easy. It's on my website. There are plenty of places. It's the first post that you can, right there, right here, jeffherring.com. There you go. It's the first post on the website. You can sign up, join us. You'll love it, because I was going through the slides this morning, and there's only 21 slides. This is going to get in way under an hour. It's so simple and so powerful, what you need to do for ultimate online success. Thanks for all the hearts and the messages there, folks. Now, it's Halloween week, as you see when you hit the like or the heart button, because that creates bats along with the heart. So thanks for doing that. And that also means that Chubby is with us all week. Today, he's being a badass. He's got his helmet. Yeah, I've been thinking football lately. His helmet, his hat on backwards. Okay. We've added his neck Sometime between now and tomorrow, I'm going to add the rest of his body. I think it's going to take some duct tape. Felicia's saying, happy Halloween, Chubby. Thank you, Felicia. He says, back so, Chub so. I like that. He says, happy Halloween back. Tomorrow you'll get to see him in his entirety as long as duct tape does what it's supposed to do. Okay? So, Chubs. All right. Hey, you got a nickname, dude. It's Chubs. Cool. I like that. Margaret says Chubs. Tim says the Chubster. All right, let me ask you something. Tomorrow's the last time we're going to do a show before Halloween. But Chubby here, or Chubs, seems to be popular. Would it be okay if Chubs showed up every now and then, even after Halloween? Oh, look at all those hearts, Chubby. Chubby's very happy. He's smiling. See? That's a Chubby smile. All right. You got to sit down because I got to do this show here, okay? So, again, where you go to sign up for today's webinar is jeffherring.com. Today's topic is the care and feeding of your list community. Felicia says, bring him back. All right. He'll be our little mascot. He can be our what, Felicia? Leave me hanging. He can be our, and then you leave me hanging. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, we'll do an episode of What's on Jeff's Desk. Couple of things here. These are both thank yous. He can be our co-host, Felicia said, I like that. These are both thank yous from different people that I've done webinars for, that have hosted me. Little diamond here and a little heart here. Oops, I had that upside down. Heart and a diamond. Just nice little things that people have done to say thanks. That's a little bonus tip when you do JV webinars. Thank the people that hosted you and thank the people that you hosted. It builds connections, okay? So a little diamond, a little heart on my desk here, and they usually go underneath the monitors. And they're just fun to look at. What do you have on your desk that makes you smile? It reminds you of good stuff. It reminds you why you do this kind of stuff. Sit in a chair and bang on keys all day, all right? All right, well, Felicia, I appreciate both of those. That's awesome, thank you. Felicia said she just gave me hearts and cash. She's one of my affiliate partners. So she just sent me a payment. That is cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. So let's get into the care and feeding of your list community. Now, the first thing I want you to understand, I chose that title mostly for attention. I don't think of my list community as animals you got to feed. Although the way I take care of my dogs, that might be a good thing because they get great care. What it means is you've got to take good care of these people. All right. Now, there are two models I see of list care out there online. And the first one pisses me off, but I hear it all the time. The first one goes something like this. The first one goes something like, I'm not really sure all this is going to last, so I've got to extract every penny I can from every member as quickly as I can. Folks, I have had that said to me and recently had it quoted to me by a friend who was talking to someone else who just hammers every day with a new offer. Okay, so that's one list care strategy or list care method is you don't know how long this is going to last, so you just try to extract every dollar that you can out of every person. I don't recommend that one. I've never done that one. People usually burn out their list that way and then go on to something else and do it somewhere else. Way number two, yeah, unsubscribe is what people do, Tim. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Now, a good example, thank you for saying that, Tim, because a good example of taking great care of your community is if you guys are in my list community and you would agree that occasionally I send you email, hit that heart button and say yes, okay? If you think I occasionally send you email, every now and then, right? Look at all those hearts, I love it. Now, how am I able to do that and not get a plethora, that's the word for the day, plethora of unsubscribes? Because I take good care of my community. Because I go by the method or the strategy of, I'm in this for the long haul. This is way number two or method number two of list care. I'm in this for the long haul. I've got clients that are with me from day one. When I started this way back in 2006, when my first online event, and then went full-time in February of 2007. And I have lifelong customers. Some of my customers have all my products, and many of them will be investing in the one offered the new incredible mentor training program that gets offered today on the Results Now webinar at 4. Hint, hint, jeffherring.com is where you sign up. Way number 2 is you're in this for the long haul, lifelong customers. The method that people of the first strategy of I'm going to extract as much money as I can from this as quickly as I can because I don't know how long it's going to last. I forgot what I was going to say. There's 2 different ways of approaching that. Bombing your list and the strategies. I forgot what it was. It'll come back because it was really good. I remember that part. Okay. Now, you want to be in this for the long haul. Oh, there it is. It came back. Thank you. The way the first method approaches this is they want to get a customer in order to get a sale. Okay? Write that down. The first bomb people, thank you, Felicia, for trying to remind me. The first people that just bomb people with offers every day to try to extract as much money as they possibly can. They want to get a customer in order to get a sale. Okay? Well, what's wrong with that? Well, you're not in it for the long haul if you want to get a customer to get a sale. Those of us that use method number 2 of the care and feeding of your list community that are in it for the long haul, we want to get a sale in order to get a customer. See the difference? Write that down. We want to get a sale in order to get a customer. Okay? I want customers where you create value, right, Felicia? And you have lifelong customers that way that spend lots of money with you because they trust you and you help them. Okay? Many of my customers have become colleagues and friends, and it's the way it ought to be when you're in this for the long haul. Okay? So that's when you do the first one, great point, Tim. When you do the first one, bombing people every day, you're viewed as a commodity. Okay? And guess what? Commodities compete on price, and they always lose. Okay? Commodities compete with everyone on price. The opposite of a commodity is being a category of one. Okay? Categories of one compete with no one because of results. We'll do a whole show on that, the whole notion of being a category of one versus a commodity. So let's go from the big picture down to what can you do to take care of your list each and every day. Okay? Now, those of you that follow me are content creators because that's the whole entry to the whole internet, right? Is content marketing and content creation, right? When you create content, let your community know about it. When you upload a new YouTube video, when you're doing a Periscope like this, when you put up a new blog post, send them an email and invite them to go read it. What are you doing? You're providing value, you're keeping them in the loop, you're driving them to your stuff, and you're building humongous goodwill. That's one of the reasons I can mail as much as I do, because I give you guys good stuff. The simplest way to do it, folks, is let them know when you've uploaded a piece of content and invite them to go check it out and communicate with you. Now, way number 2, and then we'll just give you 2 great strategies and then a genius strategy at the end. Another great way to take care of your community is stuff like this, okay? Happens when you don't turn off, when you don't turn on airplane mode on your phone. I got a phone call. Things like this, scopes, teleseminars, webinars, Hangouts, Blabs. Any way that you can connect with your community like this is taking great care of them, giving them great value. It connects you to your community, and that is a great way to get long-term customers. So we're coming up on a genius tip in just a minute here for your care and feeding of your list community. But first, we got to do another episode of Next Lyrics, please. Next Lyrics, please. Now, let me give you a hint, okay? Yesterday was a song by a group called Boston. It was named after a city, right? Okay? Today's group is also named after a city. There is a trend here we're following for the next few days. And it's so hard not to sing these lines, but I'm going to do my best to do my Steve Allen impersonation. Some of you are actually old enough to know who I'm talking about. And I'm just going to read the lyrics. As I was walking down the street one day, a man came up to me and asked me what the time was that was on my watch. Yeah. And I said, what's the next lyric, kids? Yeah, it's Chicago. And Felicia guessed that before we even started because I said city and that's where she's from. Yep, Margaret, it's Chicago. But what's the next lyric? Come on now. Does anybody, there you go, Margaret. Does anybody what, Margaret? Does anybody really know what time it is? Yeah. Does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? Et cetera, et cetera. Okay, way to go, Margaret. Now, we have started a trend here. We did Boston yesterday. Today we did Chicago. I wonder where we'll go tomorrow. And obviously the dogs like this idea because they've gotten involved in it too. So thanks, guys. Appreciate that. All right. So bonus tip. Before we share with you the bonus genius tip, remember, write this down. JeffHerring.com. Join us at 4 o'clock today for my most important webinar of the year. A 21-step checklist for massive online success. Okay, here's a genius tip. 2 simple words. Service mindset. Have a service mindset. How can I serve my community today? How can I serve my community today? Not that first method, which is how can I extract the most money out of them today? The second one, the one that's long-term, the one that works for the long term and in the short term, believe me, short term and long term, is how can I serve my community today? And Henrice loves that. How you doing, Henrice? Yeah, I love that too. It's one of the first questions I ask in the morning. How can I serve my community today? And how can I serve them better long term? All right, so thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us for the Results Now Cafe. And I appreciate all y'all watching on the replay as well. Felicia, who just moved from Chicago down to Tennessee, all y'all is plural for y'all. Felicia, just in case you haven't picked that up yet, over in Tennessee. The plural of y'all is all y'all, okay? And folks, people are saying bye, Chubby. So Chubby says bye. See you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow, last Friday, we talked about the Backstage Pass strategy to info products. So much response from that. So many questions. We're going to revisit that and do the Backstage Pass to Info Product Profit Part 2 and share with you how many people are using that. How many of the people using that, the strategies they're using. I didn't say that well, but you know what I mean. We're going to share with you the things they're doing to use the Backstage Pass to make money before you even have a info product and to get paid to create your info products. And that's pretty cool. Almost all the things I do are done that way. So go use this stuff and we'll catch you next time, okay?